Monday on Flo, Crooked Farley's running for office, and Flo's about to run him out of the Yellow Room.
Farley's never met a man whose money he didn't like.
Monday on the new season of Flo.
Welcome back to St. Louis. The Cowboys own the football. First time of the second half. 1st and 10 from their 31-yard line. Danny White, 10 out of 16 in the first half for 75 yards. But the Cowboy rushing game was virtually non-existent except for one 15-yard burst right at the end of the half by Tony Dorsett. And, of course, Dorsett's very big 4-yard touchdown run, which was spectacular. Here's TD. Dorsett forward to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd down, 7. Those ribs were sore coming in. I imagine they're going to be sore going out. He's taking some pretty good shots.
I think we're going to see a reverse or something unusual here fairly soon. Dallas is just trying to blast in there on the running game and just not get anywhere with the running game.
2nd and 7. Cowboys have both wide receivers off to the right side up at the top of your screen. Drew Pearson and then Tony Hill in the slot.
They're passing attack in there now.
Butch Johnson is also in the game. That's intended for Johnson, who makes the grab near the first down marker at the 42-yard line.
Pass complete to Johnson.
I was, Worley made the hit over the sidelines, and I asked him about Danny White. And I have kidded Roger. I put Roger in the Pro Bowl with my interceptions. I asked him how he felt about Danny White.
Jim right now is a quarterback.
Well, he's an excellent quarterback. Of course, he's got great athletic ability. As we talked at the Pro Bowl last year, when you were thinking about retiring, you said Dallas was lucky to have him, and they very definitely are, because he's a great quarterback, and he stepped in and done a fine job.
That was a first down play for the Cowboys. Didn't net them much at all, and it looked like, yes, Ron Springs has come into the game for the first time at fullback, replacing Robert Newhouse.
I'm not going to belabor the issue of Danny White because of the fact that his record speaks for itself. He is, as Roger said, an excellent athlete. He can do it all. He's made big plays, and not only punting the football or when he's run with the punt formation. So he can do it all. He's got the speed, he's got the arm, and he's a very intelligent quarterback.
2nd and 8. Sideline throw. Looked like Drew Pearson slipped as he tried to make his cut. Carl Allen was over there covering him. Well, then why is White peddling those Roger Who bumper stickers?
Well, he deserves to be the way he's playing. He gets tired of hearing about me, and I don't blame him. Danny threw that a little bit fast that time. He got rid of that ball a little bit quick. Drew also slipped out of his break.
Well, the reason Springs is in there, probably Newhouse has carried the ball 5 times, picked up only 9 yards. Dorsett in 12 carries has picked up 25. Shotgun on 3rd and 8 from the 44. Bullet, first down. Drew Pearson at the 43-yard line of the St. Louis Cardinals for the first down.
This is excellent. Again, the pass rush comes from the outside. There's John Fitzgerald in the middle trying to pick up. James Jones over there picking up. Everybody's coming around Danny. He steps up in the pocket, has plenty of room, but then he has to drill it. He's got the arm, he's got the strength to put it in there, and Drew Pearson's in that hole. And with that kind of time, of course, it's tough for a defensive back to stop anybody, but Danny White also drilled it between a couple people.
Pearson coming into this game needed just 12 pass receptions to set an all-time Cowboy career mark for most receptions. That mark currently held by Bob Hayes. Little hit screen out to Tony Hill. Cardinals were ready for it. Stack him up for the loss back at the 46-yard line. Now you saw White hesitate.
Yeah, there was a mix-up somewhere. He started to fake to his left, and he looks like he was faking to his left, and when he looked over there, he couldn't find Tony Hill. Watch him look right here. Now he can't find him, and then he comes back and he throws it out late. By that time, you get the defense able to get over there. Mark Arneson's over there, Allen's over there, Kearney's over there, Rush Brown's over there, and they got the whole team over there. You got Fredericks, Andy Fredericks is over there with Rafferty as pickup blockers, but that play is a timing. It's got to happen quick, and if you hesitate, that's what happens.
It is 2nd down, 14, loss of 4. Cowboys shoved back to the St. Louis 47. Score tied at 10, 7 minutes left in the 3rd period. White back to throw it. Williams at the 40-yard line. 45. Williams caught by Butch Johnson. And the Cardinals take over. At their 47, turnovers are even at 1 apiece.
Well, Danny should not have thrown that one. He tried to lay it over the linebackers and just... There's 71. Andy Frederick's doing a good job on his man. That's all we see right there.
Well, watch him go after.
Look at Andy. Andy is now subbing for Jim Cooper. He's coming down the line. We got Pat Donovan. Those guys don't like to make tackles, but when they have to, they do it. Andy's filling in. He's doing a good job today. Of course, Andy's kind of a quiet guy on the team and not a real dominant guy. In fact, doesn't have a lot of charisma. He had a charisma bypass operations, but he's a heck of a tackle.
That'll do it every time.
This is what the experts said about Subaru front-wheel drive cars in 1980. A structural package bristling with near Mercedes solidity, car and driver. Many similarities to BMW, both inside and out. Popular science. Reliable, inexpensive to maintain, road and track. And in our opinion, Subaru for 81 is even better. Subaru, inexpensive, and built to stay that way.
Introducing the revolutionary twin-action shaving system engineered to outperform twin blades. The new Norelco Rotattract Razor. Inside 3 floating heads, Rotattract works like twin blades to grip hair. Raise it up, then razor it off, hundreds of times a second, for a shave that's twin blade close without a nick or cut. The new twin-action Norelco Rotattract Razor. Cord and rechargeable. Twin blade closeness, but no gotcha.
Tell me again, Roger, what did you say about Frederick?
I was just kidding, Andy. I said he had a charisma bypass operation. Andy's just a quiet guy. He does his job. He's filled in for everybody when he's had to, and today he's doing an excellent job.
1st and 10, Cardinals from their 47-yard line. O.J. Anderson thunders up the middle for 10 yards. Into Cowboy territory, down to the 44.
Well, here's what they've got to do to be successful. It's just straight ahead. He's got Wayne Morris leading, blocking, and it's straight ahead. It's zone blocking. All you do is block man on man, men in front of you, have the back lead, and that's the kind of things you have to do when you have a line that's aggressive but a bit young.
A pickup of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. St. Louis at the Dallas 44. 6 minutes, 10 seconds left to play in the 3rd period. Scores tied at 10. Wayne Morris driving for the first down. Didn't need much. Final score. The Pittsburgh Steelers have fought off the Green Bay Packers, who gave all they could handle. 22-20.
Bart Starr's really had that pack in every game, I guess, since even the Dallas game back when all the criticism took place a week before Dallas, and he's done a good job with them.
Tampa Bay Giants game is now final. Another loss for the Giants. 10-10 here in St. Louis. 1st and 10, Cardinals at the 43-yard line of the Dallas Cowboys. Tilley wide to the right side, Gray to the left, Hart back to throw. Airmails it out to Tilley. Tilley makes the catch. Touchdown.
I don't believe that play right there. I'd say that Pat Tilley, we saw at the beginning of the show the one-hand catch he made against Baltimore, but I think he one-upped himself right there. That's a play. That guy is, of course, he's leading the wide receivers in receptions, and he just makes big plays week after week, and this is as big a one as I've seen in a long time. Look at that. The ball's wobbling out there. He comes over the shoulder of Steve Wilson, and Steve's a fine athlete. Steve's been making the big plays on defense. Dennis Thurman's over there, but it was too late. He comes over Steve Wilson's shoulder and just concentrates on the ball, looks it in, and nice play on, to say the least, on Pat. Pat has really done a good job. Pat Tilley has now caught 3 passes in every game, and is the only wide receiver in the NFC that's done that.
Extra point by O'Donoghue is good, and once again the Cardinals have recaptured the lead.
To Subaru. An economy car is only economical if it stands up year after year. Spending less at the pump is no bargain if you start spending more at the garage. And a study of Subaru owners, Road and Track magazine said, quote, one of the most trouble-free cars we've surveyed. That makes Subaru the economy car it pays to hold on to. Year after year after year. Subaru. Inexpensive. And built to stay that way.
American business is being taken over by revolutionaries. Revolutionary Savin copiers. Savin's advancing in New York, surrounding Dallas. Savin's winning over banks and brokerage houses. Why is big business going for Savin in a big way? Because Savins are fast, economical, and remarkably reliable. In fact, last year, Savin outplaced Xerox and IBM combined. So if you haven't noticed the revolution, you will. Savin, the revolutionary copiers that are winning over big business.
Live, undefeated champion Hilmer Kenty blasts away with Villamar Fernandez for the WBA Lightweight Championship. Next Saturday, 4:30 Eastern on the CBS Sports Spectacular. 42 yards on the touchdown pass from Hart to Tilley, and O'Donoghue is ready to kick off. James Jones elects not to run it out from 5 yards deep in the end zone. One more look at that touchdown. It was spectacular.
Watch this now. Steve Wilson has excellent coverage right here. Steve is doing his job. Hart throws the ball. He doesn't get everything he wants on the ball. It's wobbling out there a little bit, but it's just an individual effort here on Pat Tilley against a fine defensive back in Steve Wilson.
So the Cardinals have fired up this crowd again as they have recaptured the lead. Puts Hart over the 100-yardage mark in passing. Didn't take the Cardinals long. Of course, again, the turnover set it up. Eric Williams, pass interception. 5 minutes, 15 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Ron Springs is now coupled in the backfield along with Dorsett. White back to throw it. Protection is good. Downfield, Drew Pearson at the 40. Pearson up to the 47-yard line. First down.
Well, that's great pass protection right there. That's a play-action pass where one of Dallas's favorite plays. They've got the tight end underneath. Danny fakes right here. He's looking at Drew. He sees Drew's not open, and so he's looking for Billy Joe, number 89. Billy Joe's covered, so he pulls it back. Drew makes an adjustment. He comes back to the middle of the field like a great receiver should. Danny White picks him out, and it's a fine play for Dallas. Excellent protection on the play-action pass. Normally, you don't have that much time when you're faking a run and throwing the football.
That's another final score. Detroit coming back after being down a good part of that game and beating San Francisco. 1st and 10. Cowboys at their 46-yard line. Ron Springs. Springs is playing with some tender ribs.
That's an interesting play back there. Dallas is down. They had given up a big play, a turnover, come back this series, and they have the ability to make the big play, and that's the key to a team that can come back when things aren't going quite well. They did it last week against San Diego, and that was a key play. It was a big play for them.
Tilley, originally a 4th-round draft choice 5 years ago out of Louisiana Tech. He's from Marshall, Texas, and still lives in Shreveport. Has certainly turned into one of the premier wide receivers in the NFC. Doesn't have the big size, but great hands, great moves. Pass is complete. Butch Johnson with his first reception of the day. The officials ruled he was down at the 41-yard line of the Cardinals, which is enough for another Dallas first down.
This is just a quick sideline pass. It's a short sideline. Danny only takes 3 steps, 3-step drops, so you get rid of the ball quick. Butch breaks to the outside, and he likes to run with the football once he catches it. He gives you everything he has all the time, and he's made big plays. He's got 3 touchdown passes this year and 14 receptions. He's got 2 today, so he's up to 16.
They ruled that Allen, number 27, stopped him standing up. Danny White now 15 out of 22 for 128 yards. And the Cowboys driving with a 1st and 10 from the St. Louis 41. Springs. Still not much there in the rushing game. Eric Williams, number 55, and Worley, number 22, on the stop. Let's call it no gain, make it 2nd and 10. 2.5 minutes remaining in the third period. Cardinals leading 17-10. typical Cowboy Cardinal game as Springs leaves the field for Dallas, as the Cowboys go into a passing situation on 2nd and 10. Only one setback. That's Dorsett. Wide open. Tony Hill at the 20. Another Dallas first down.
That's the same play they hit before. They sent Dupree straight through the middle. Tony Hill came underneath everything, deep over the middle, about 22 yards deep, and he hung onto the ball. Excellent throw. White anticipates, throws it in the hole. Hill gets hit hard by Stone, and then Worley, and he hangs onto the ball, and Dallas has got a first down, the 20.
A pickup of 22 yards on that play. The nose of the football is just inside the Cardinal 20-yard line. Cowboys going for the equalizer. They trail 17-10. Springs is back in there, coupled with Dorsett at the running back.
Here they come. Here they come.
Drew Pearson. No pass interference call. Carl Allen coming over Pearson's head, and Pearson has a word with the official.
Well, there's a mix-up here. Tony Hill's coming right in Drew's territory. White fakes it, throws. He knows it's a blitz. He knows Drew should be man-to-man and throws it over the middle, and Allen is there, and that's not a bad call.
If you say so.
That's close. I mean, that referee's got to look at the ball, the receiver, and the defensive back, and in that case, it was probably too close to call.
You're waffling a little. 2nd down, 10. Cowboys at the Cardinal 20. Minute 16 left in the 3rd period. On the delay, Dorsett down to the 15. 14-yard line. He'll still need a strong 4 for the first down, with 3rd down coming up. Dorsett, who has been held in check. Cardinals coming into this game feel that they need to win at least one of the 2 games, get a split in the next 3 weeks against the Cowboys to have any semblance remaining of a wild card opportunity. Well, the way Dallas and Philadelphia are going, you'd have to say the Cardinals' shot is a long one. 3rd down, 5 needed for the first down. Here's where have marked it at the 15.
Here's where it all happens. They've got 3 wide receivers in the game. They're in the shotgun. Watch the tight end. That's where Danny likes to go. Got Billy Joe Dupree to the outside.
Tight end it is. Billy Joe Dupree was the intended receiver.
Well, Steve Niels did a good job there. Billy Joe's a tall receiver. Niels leaped at the right time. Billy Joe ran out into the flat. Then he broke back upfield. He was isolated on Steve Niels, number 53, and Niels does an excellent job. He's running down with him and times it just right, because Billy Joe's a big man. The throw was good, and it was just a good play by Steve Niels.
4th and 5, and the Cowboys will go for the field goal. Septien, who hit from 28 in the first half. This will be a 32-yard effort. Waters to hold. It's good.
Rafael is on the button.
Back on the beam. Rafael Septien of the Dallas Cowboys, who is 2 out of 2 in the afternoon. 19 seconds left in the 3rd period. Back after this.
Introducing a small wonder, the new Toyota Starlet. Born small to solve big problems. Born small to deliver more miles per gallon of gas than any other car, and designed to help beat higher maintenance costs. The very new Toyota Starlet. Born small. In fact, it just may be the first small wonder of the world.
Oh, what a feeling.
Starlet.
Toyota.
As if Hawaii didn't already have enough going for it. Soon it will have a new airline. A special airline. The airline that's been selected again as the #1 choice for domestic travel by frequent flyers. The airline, American. The main reason, service. And starting December 17th, you can get this #1 service on the way to Hawaii.
We're American Airlines. Doing what we do best.
Dracula
is coming to New York, and his style is irresistible. George Hamilton and Susan St. James star in Love at First Bite, Wednesday night. Good evening.
Well, we've got a ball game here in St. Louis. 19 seconds left in the third period. Cardinals leading the Cowboys 17-13. Shadows completely across the field here now as Septien kicks off for Dallas. He's been booming them. Roy Green, a yard deep in the end zone. After the 5, 10, 15. Trying to get outside and dragged out of bounds by Dexter Clinkscales at the 19-yard line.
Well, Rafael's kicking the ball well. Ball was high. Good one to cover.
There's Danny White talking things over with Tom Landry. Well, it looks like the Cowboys are going to have to do it through the air because the rushing game is just not there. That's another final score. Atlanta maintains no worse than a tie for first place in the NFC West by beating Buffalo 30-14. Take that, AFC. Anderson and Morris, the setbacks. The handoff to O.J. Anderson. Too tall Jones finally submarined him and sent him reeling forward after a pickup of a yard or two. Brunig also in on the stop.
He got one out of nothing, but
that's the end.
Defense is doing a good job against the rush.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score: Cardinals 17, Cowboys 13.
Come, drive in the fourth dimension. Experience the four-wheel drive edge of the American Eagle. Feel our four wheels bite into bone-dry pavement, slice through rain, eat up snow. The American Eagle takes your family with confidence where it's never been before. And introducing an all-new high gas mileage Eagle with a list price of only $59.95. Experience driving in the fourth dimension with the American Eagles from American Motors.
Got a long day's work behind me. That's it. Let's take them home. Good times on my mind, and a setting sun to remind me I'm going back to a place called Miller Time. If you've got the time
for the best tasting beer you can find.
We've got the beer.
America's quality beer since 1855.
Miller tastes too good to hurry through.
Miller High Life.
And it's time to relax. One beer stands clear. If you've got time, we've got the beer.
Period of action coming up. Don't go away. We've got a thriller here in St. Louis. Once again, another typical Cowboy Cardinal game. Cardinals 2nd and 8 from their 22-yard line. Jim Hart looking to his right. Intended for Mark Bell at the 40-yard line.
They've got Mark Bell out there, so Dennis Thurman plays man-to-man. They keep Charlie Waters back as the free safety, and Hart's trying to get it in that seam behind Thurman and in front of Waters, and that's difficult. You've got to put the ball right on the money, and it's a difficult throw with an experienced secondary, especially with Waters playing the deep position.
Efrain Herrera is at a 21-yard field goal for Seattle. Put the Seahawks out in front of Philadelphia 3-0. Late starting game. 3rd and 8. The Cardinals try to mix it up a bit, catch the Cowboys off guard with the running play and the obvious passing situation. He did not pick up enough for the first down, and the Cardinals will have to punt.
Now they tried to trap on 3rd down and almost worked.
O.J. Anderson now 55 yards and 11 carries, but both defenses have been tough. Swider back to do the punting. He's had an excellent afternoon, as you can see. James Jones deep for the Cowboys. Big rush. Jones at the 40, fumbles it. Cardinals recover at the 44.
That's a big break. James, the ball was short, and there he is. There's the man that's been around the ball all day, Randy Love, number 40. He's been sensational on the specialty team. But the ball's a little short, and James is trying to run towards it and just drops it. Hit him right in the hands, and that's Randy Love, number 40, right on top of it.
He almost got it back, but Love just outdove him for it. So now the Cardinals, who capitalized on an interception in the third period by Eric Williams and parlayed it into a touchdown. Get another Cowboy turnover, this one at the Dallas 44. Anderson gets away from Waters. 40, 35. O.J. is out of bounds at the 30-yard line. First down.
Well, I tell you, he put a move. He started to, he stopped, and of course, with that kind of speed, look at him right here. He comes in the middle of that line, stops, another move inside, jukes Waters, gets to the outside, and with his speed, again, he's another Dorsett type, only bigger, but he's got the kind of speed to get outside once he changes directions with the acceleration, and it's a big play for him.
A lot bigger than Dorsett. Baltimore beat Kansas City 31-24. And San Diego bombed Cincinnati. Fouts it, another big day. First and 10. Cardinals from the Cowboy 30. Anderson. Too tall Jones got him around the ankles and brought him down. He fell forward for a yard or so.
Same play to the other side, and Big Ed was right there and made the stop. You've got Dutton in there, 78 right now. He's alternating with Cole at tackle, and Harvey Martin's back in. Randy White. So that Dallas front four is intact and putting the pressure on Hart in the passing game. And if Hart has the time, though, that's when he's been hitting the big ones.
Second and 9. Cardinals from the Cowboy 29.
He's going to have to go to the air here.
Slot formation right side. They sent Tilley in motion out of that slot. Nice fake by Hart. Under pressure, gets rid of it. Tilley at the 17-yard line, making the grab.
And that Pat Tilley is an artist with those hands. He catches the ball with his hands. And, you know, you talk about the receiver. This is a play action right here. He fakes the draw to Otis Anderson. Hart is pressured right here by Ed Jones. He steps around him. There's Dutton and Randy White, and he gets rid of the ball. Nice. Look at those hands right there. That's what you tell a receiver. Catch it in your hands. And there's no finer receiver than Pat Tilley and sticking that ball in his hands. He's an artist of catching the ball with his hands, and that's where you have to catch it there. You're trying to catch it with your body there, you don't make the catch.
4 catches now for 100 yards for Tilley, including the 1 touchdown. First down, Cardinals at the Cowboys 16. Anderson down to the 11-yard line. Tilley is only 5'10", weighs 171 pounds. The trend continues toward the smaller, mobile receivers, and of course the rules work much more in favor of the receivers these days than they have in the past. One of the Cardinals shaken up.
Cardinal on one knee. Looks like the big man too. Dan Deerdorf.
12 minutes, 19 seconds left to play in the game, and we'll return to Busch Memorial Stadium after this word from your local station.
On Flo, Crooked Farley's running for office, and Flo's about to run him out of the Yellow Room.
Farley's never met a man whose money he didn't like.
Monday on the new season of Flo.
This is CBS.
We've got you covered from sideline to baseline, from hardball to round ball. The Channel 4 sports team has you covered. Knox Nunley, Dale Hansen, Tim Healy, and Brad Sham. A first-team combination that keeps you covered from the pro rank to the high school playing fields of the Metroplex. Channel 4 Sports has got you covered. The most dynamic sports team in Dallas-Fort Worth.
It takes a special talent to put something all together and get it just right. And that's what Old Milwaukee did. We got the taste of light beer right. We gave Old Milwaukee Light the real beer taste you've been missing in other lights and kept it less filling. So now you can have your light beer and taste it too.
blood and save a life.
Dan Deerdorf, the sole survivor of the starting unit of the Cardinals offensive line, has left the field, hobbling the bit. He missed most of last year with a knee injury.
Dan has been an all-pro tackle. He's a great one. He's as big as a mountain. He's the only experienced man other than Brahaney that's in that offensive line, so they need him. We got Brad Oates in there, number 65, filling in. He has to come out for one play. I think he's all right. He'll probably go back in.
Cardinals have a 2nd and 5 upcoming as we return to play from the Cowboy 11-yard line. They lead 17-13. Looked like movement by the St. Louis left guard.
Barney cut.
That'll cost the Cardinals 5 and make it 2nd and 10, and that changes the situation somewhat. Anderson has now carried 15 times for 76 yards. Keep in mind the fact that if he does reach 100, he'll be the first player in NFL history ever to gain 100 yards against the Cowboys in 3 different games.
That's number 60 on the offense, still 2nd down.
Well, that's a helpless feeling right there for old Barney. You know, the situation really does change, Frank. You got 2nd and 5. You can do about anything. You can run, play action, throw the football. Here, you're pretty much back into a passing situation.
2nd and 10 from the Cowboys 16. Cowboy rushes on, and Hart gets it away. Intercepted. Dennis Thurman at the 40. I don't believe they'll catch him. Thurman all the way for a touchdown.
That's a big break there, isn't it? Gee, that game turns around quick. Hart looked like he was trapped.
One of Charlie's Angels comes through at the big play. Safety Dennis Thurman doing a great job filling in for Randy Hughes after he was injured in preseason. We'll get the official yardage, but it was 70-plus yards.
Here it is. Again, you're in that 2nd and 10, so they had to throw, so that offside is even bigger. D.D. Lewis on a delayed blitz hits him around the ankles. Otis Anderson hits off his fingertips. The reason Thurman was over there was Lewis was blitzing, so Thurman has to take the back. He has to take the back out, and he took Anderson. The ball
77 yards for a touchdown.
There's Jay Salty leading him down the sidelines. Of course, Jay's an offense run down there. He's so excited.
Charlie's Angels coming through again. This time, Dennis Thurman with the big play, and the Cowboys have recaptured the lead. And this crowd is suddenly silent as Septien adds the extra point. And with 11 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in this NFC Eastern Division game, it's Dallas 20, St. Louis 17.
Stuttgart, West Germany. A very special Mercedes-Benz is coming home to the Mercedes test track. This 1968 diesel from Oregon has been driven over 1 million miles. And after 12 years of careful maintenance, a couple of engine overhauls, and a little luck, this million-mile Mercedes-Benz diesel can still hold its own with these new Mercedes-Benz diesels. Mercedes-Benz, engineered like no other car in the world.
Love TV. The soaps.
The mysteries. And you'll love recording TV on the Zenith Video Recorder.
I love TV. The sports.
The comedy. The Zenith Video Recorder. 14-day advanced programming, speed search, stop action, plus the picture quality you'd expect from Zenith. You'll love it.
I love TV.
Who says the sun isn't always shining on the Dallas side of the field?
Well, I'll tell you, that's a turnaround right there. You're over there on the sidelines watching your team probably either give up a field goal or a touchdown on the Dallas side, and the Cardinal side, you're looking to some strategy to try to score or at least set up the field goal, and all of a sudden the thing gets turned 180 degrees.
Cowboys are about to be 11 down. Now all of a sudden they're 3 ahead.
That's a big swing.
Big swing.
Especially in the fourth quarter.
Septien ready to kick off. Capacity crowd of 55,000 is stunned after that 77-yard interception return by Dennis Thurman, the former All-American from USC. Willard Harrell at the 3-yard line out to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and Harrell takes it all the way back to the 45-yard line. However, there is a flag back on the 15. A clip is the preliminary indication against St. Louis, and they'll have to start this drive from inside their 10. You talk about bad breaks. Now, they got two of the biggest in a row here.
This will test you, to say the least.
You not only have to be lucky, you got to be good. But luck sure plays a big part of it. And anytime you're talking about a tip ball like the interception, it's got to be luck, really.
Well, the pressure, though, creates that. Dallas had good pressure. They had a good delay blitz. And here's the call here.
By the receivers, number 84.
Number 84.
First down.
That's Dave Stieff, number 84.
Here's Steve. He's the one the clip was called on, and it's not here, though. He's got right there. He gets bounced around, and then he comes back and hits Solomon in the back. And Solomon's telling everybody about it.
Ball is back at the 7-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Hart comes out throwing again. Floats it downfield for Tilley. He's there. Tilley goes out of bounds at the Dallas 46.
Well, Hart pumped. He got the protection. He pumped, had Tilley make a move to go deep. It was a little fake to Morris there, but he pumps right here, gets a commitment, and he's got the protection to do that. Boy, that's good protection that time, and he lays it up, and Tilley's right there. Tilley's the man of the hour again. Gets behind. Well, he was behind Aaron there all the way. Aaron Mitchell, number 34, had him the whole distance, so it was Mitchell's man all the way down the field.
146 yards receiving now for Tilley. The last 46 coming on that play. And the Cardinals are fighting. They're not going to give up easily. They have a first down at the Dallas 46. We've still got 11 and a half minutes to go. Anderson bursts through a big hole. Over the right side, close to a first down at the Cowboy 37.
Here's Anderson. He just explodes. He's got a lead blocker in Morris, number 24, that blocks him, Bob Bruning. And then Mike Hageman comes over from his linebacker position. Randy White, number 54, is in there to clean up. The big block was on Bruning with the lead blocker, Morris.
Pickup of 8. It is 2nd and 2 for the Cardinals at the Dallas 38-yard line. Well, they haven't taken long, have they, to move from their 7 all the way to the Dallas 38. Again, Anderson did not pick up the first down.
Well, they didn't fool Ed Jones that time. Ed came right underneath everybody. He submarined in there and grabbed Anderson around the ankles. Stopped that play immediately.
Too Tall comes up limping from that tackle. He was limping a little bit earlier.
Hagman was also in on the play, and Hagman's been around the ball all day. He's made some key plays in the running game, and has been a fine linebacker this year for Dallas.
3rd down, still 2 needed for the first down. There's the book on Hart.
This is 3rd and 2 this time, so we're in that short yardage situation.
Wayne Morris picks up the first down as he moves it to the 34-yard line. Thurman, number 32, Bruning, number 53 in the tackle, and Bruning getting up.
See if we can see Otis Anderson this time. He must have put a block on someone. He's holding his right arm. He's hurt. Morris really exploded in there, and of course Anderson was the lead blocker and blocked someone to hurt his arm. He's out of the game right now.
Anderson's substitute is Willard Harrell, and you lose a lot of size when you make that exchange. Tilley to the left side, Gray to the right. 1st and 10, Cardinals at the Dallas 34. Dallas leading 20-17. Final period. Jim Hart for Mel Gray. 6 points.
Well, there's no flags. It's another Mel Gray deep pass, and he's done that against Dallas time and time again. He's been shut down the last year, at least the last 3 games, but he exploded today. He had 7 passes last week, and he's made some big plays today. He just went right by Steve Wilson. Here's the secondary. We can see everybody now. Steve Wilson's got Gray man-to-man. Dennis Thurman's backing up right here also. He's supposed to be helping over there, and he just gets over there too late. Thurman is partly responsible for that, and based on what I just saw right there, I would say I'd have to give him more responsibility than Steve Wilson. Steve Wilson expected help deep, and he didn't get it.
Neil O'Donoghue bangs home the extra point, and the Cardiac Cardinals are alive and well in St. Louis, going 93 yards on that touchdown drive to recapture the lead.
Need your help. Is it me or my 1981 Toyota Corolla? Watch. See what I mean? I know Corolla looks like a million, got plenty of style, not to mention a peppy 1.8-liter engine. But I ask you, is it me or my Toyota Corolla?
Give me a ride to the library?
Tell me, was it me or my Toyota Corolla?
Oh, what a feeling! Your Corolla! Toyota!
Homeward bound, coast of New England.
You got 6'2" feet.
The Navy. See a recruiter or call toll-free. It's not just a job, it's an adventure.
See the cheerleaders go from the sidelines to the front lines in the battle of the NFL cheerleaders. Next Saturday, 4:30 Eastern on the CBS Sports Spectacular.
Jim Hannafin looking on from the Cardinal bench as O'Donoghue kicks off for St. Louis. 9 minutes left to play in the game. James Jones from the goal line out to the 10. Specialty teams of the Cardinals swarming all over the place, stopping him at the 15. One more look at the touchdown by Mel Gray. His 13th career touchdown.
Here's the touchdown. Hart has got a play-action fake here. There's no back out there. Now, Steve Wilson's got the area short. He sees no back, so he runs back there. But really, Dennis Thurman was responsible for getting over to take the deep area.
Danny White, 16 out of 26.
The play-action fake there held Thurman just long enough where he didn't get over there, and that made the difference.
White is thrown for 150 yards. This crowd is alive again, and they're chanting defense. As you look at Pat Tilley, an integral part of the Cardinals offense. 1st and 10 Cowboys from their 15. Dallas is struggling. Tony Hill out of bounds at the 26-yard line. That should be just about enough for the first down.
That was an excellent throw. Steve Niels is going to the outside to take away anything short, and White just gets the ball right over his head. And, of course, Tony Hill's in front of Allen, number 27. But it's a nice throw over Steve Niels, number 53. Of course, Allen is responsible, knocks him out of bounds.
Hot air all over the place. They got a good view of the ball game from there. 1st and 10 Cowboys at their 26-yard line. Cardinals leading now 24-20. The delay to Dorsett. And Dorsett is up to the 30. You know, I couldn't help but notice this morning the cartoon in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, which was a cartoon of my colleague in the broadcast booth with bars around the booth and the game going down into the final 2 minutes. Like you wanted to get out and they weren't about to let you come back here.
That man right there, number 11, is someone you don't replace. We just had him on there a second ago. He's doing all right. He's had a tremendous year, and he's throwing the ball well today.
Dorsett got 5. It's 2nd down 5. Cowboys at their 30. Blitz.
Chalk that one up to Mark Arneson, Frank.
Arneson, number 57, and now the Cardinals doing what they did so well against Baltimore, blitzing.
Yeah, they did it. They've blitzed some today. Mark Arneson's the linebacker on the weak side over there, so someone's got to pick him up. Someone made a mistake, and he just went in and knocked the football down. But it was a quick screen out there, so Danny gets rid of the ball, and it could have been a big play.
This club is fired up. They are really high. Cardinals up and the Cowboys maybe with a little bit of a letdown after the big victory over San Diego. They've had to struggle for everything.
I'd say now, along with most of the day, there's been a lot of big plays, but this is a key third down.
3rd and 5. Knocked away by Lee Nelson. Billy Joe Dupree, the intended receiver. And the Cowboys will have to punt it with 8 minutes left to play in the game.
Lee Nelson, number 38. That ball was on target to Billy Joe. Danny hesitated a little bit back here. He had plenty of time. He wasn't sure initially where he was going to throw the ball. Then once he saw Billy Joe, he let it go, and Nelson came around, knocked it down with his left hand.
For the most part, White has had good pass protection. Wouldn't you agree?
He's had excellent pass protection.
Obviously, the secondary of the Cardinals have been doing an excellent job covering White's receivers. You saw Mark Bell, number 81, the deep man. Another fine high floater. Bell watches it sail out of bounds somewhere in the area of the 20-yard line. So the Cardinals will put it in play. They'll mark it at the 22, and we'll be back at Bush Memorial Stadium right after this.
Newspapers all across America are endorsing Ronald Reagan for president. One reason is the sad reality of Mr. Carter's record. A more important reason is the promise of Ronald Reagan's leadership. As the Columbus Dispatch said, Ronald Reagan is by far the best choice to do the job that needs to be done today. His presidency would return the luster to the American dream. The time is now for Reagan.
I looked at Datsun 280ZX and Porsche 924 because I wanted a refined sports car. Then I looked at and drove this new Mazda RX-7, and that's all it took.
Just one look. That's all it took. Yeah, just one look. That's all it took.
The Mazda RX-7 keeps getting better. Even the mileage is 24% better than last year. And the more I looked, the more I liked the looks of its price.
The more you look, the more you like.
Live, undefeated champion Hilmer Kenty blasts away with Villamar Fernandez for the WBA Lightweight Championship. Next Saturday, 4:30 Eastern on the CBS Sports Spectacular.
Let's take a look at other scores around the National Football League. Minnesota leading the Redskins in the second period. Rams over New Orleans. When are the Saints going to win one? That's in the first quarter out on the West Coast. Herrera has kicked another field goal for Seattle. They're 6-0 over Philadelphia. And Denver leading Houston on a couple of Fred Steinfurt field goals. Miami in front of Oakland, 9-3. That's a second period score.
Oakland's got that 9-3 over Miami.
Is that what I said?
I think he had it reversed.
My eyesight is going. The game's getting too exciting for me. Cardinals 1st and 10 at their 22-yard line. Anderson trying to go outside. Steve Wilson, the first to get to him, drops him for the loss back at the 18-yard line, -4 on that play. It'll be second down 14. Anderson, prior to that play, 17 carries for 84 yards. I'll be back to 80 after that loss. 7.5 minutes left to play in the game. Cardinals lead by 4. Just in basic Cardinal Cowboy game. That's what it is.
Well, the Cardinals have a big series right here. They don't want to be caught back in this 20-yard line territory. They want to get out and move it, get a couple of first downs, and keep control of the football because Dallas has got too much in offense to let them have the football back again.
Again, the big man, Anderson, gets the call, wrapped up by Randy White at the line of scrimmage along with John Dutton, number 78.
Big John Dutton made the initial hit. Randy came back over and helped out.
Passing situation, so the Cowboys go with their prevent. This will be a third down. Cardinals will need 12 for the first down from their own 20-yard line. Hart is 10 out of 21 for 233 yards, and Tilley has caught 5. Look for Tilley again. What do you think?
Well, they got Mel Gray over the left side. Tilley, maybe Doug Marsh, the tight end, will do something over the middle.
You've covered about everybody. Anderson.
Or how about handing off to Otis Anderson?
That doesn't sound like a bad idea. It never does. You covered all your bets except that one. Fourth down. Cardinals will give it back to the Cowboys. You see the time remaining, just over 6 minutes. Same two teams in 2 weeks at Texas Stadium. Swider back to do the punting. Cowboys have 10 men on the line of scrimmage. Now they peel back for the return. James Jones at his 25.
It's a long one, but it was a low kick.
30, 35, and up to the 39-yard line. And Dallas will put it in play from the Cowboy 39 with 5 minutes and 48 seconds left to play in this football game. Back in St. Louis after these words.
STP, a big name in racing for nearly 20 years. STP oil treatment on the track in some of the world's most expensive engines. Around the track, around the world, every day, tens of thousands of people get STP oil treatment. Get it for your car. Satisfaction guaranteed. Around the track, around the world, STP oil treatment is #1.
Here's another Radio Shack telephone sensation, and lucky you, it's on sale for only $39.88. Super small size, and the push-button dial has a memory button that automatically redials busy numbers. Of course, it has an extra long 16-foot cord, and watch this. Its hang-up is a put-down. You save even more when you own your own phone, and it's built and sold only by Radio Shack, your Christmas electronics store.
Open it up in St. Louis right now because the Cardinals are in front of the Cowboys 24-20. But we've still got 5 minutes and 48 seconds remaining. The Cowboys have a first down at their 39-yard line. Dorsett and Springs in the backfield. Danny White back to throw it. On the run. Butch Johnson goes out of bounds at the Cardinal 44. First down.
That was Drew Pearson.
Pardon me,
Frank.
Drew Pearson.
It was the same play as before that Danny scrambled around and Drew pulled up over the middle. This time he makes the play action fake to Dorsett. He's looking. There's Billy Joe underneath, number 89. Drew Pearson is picked up coming over the middle right there. He's worried about Eric Williams, and then he waits and hits him out late behind Arneson and in front of Stone, number 23. So an excellent scramble by Danny White. Picked out the right receiver. And good pass protection.
Taught him everything you knew, didn't you? 18 for 30 for 177 yards for White. This one intended for Butch Johnson. We got a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I tell you, that Butch Johnson is having a year. He knew he was going to be cleaned on that play, and he still almost hung on to the football.
It'll be holding against Dallas. See if he can pick it up here.
Watch this. White again has got the maneuverability. He steps to the side. There's a good rush right there by Pollard. He steps in the pocket. There's Butch Johnson coming across. He knows there's a guy coming from him the other way right there, but Butch doesn't worry about it. Tries to catch the football. Good play by Steve Niels, number 53. He's made quite a few today.
It'll be a 10-yard walk-off against the Cowboys for the holding penalty, which will move Dallas back into their end of the field.
Well, I tell you, I believe, I might be wrong, I think that's the first holding penalty of the day.
Holding, number 71 on the offense, still first down.
This has been a remarkably penalty-free game. I think that's only the 5th penalty in the entire game. First and 20 for the Cowboys back in their own 45. Cowboys lead the NFL in scoring. I should say the NFC. 228 points on the year. Dorsett up to midfield for a pickup of 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 15. Bob Pollard, number 82, one of the defensive leaders on the Cardinal front four, making the stop. One-time New Orleans Saint who was obtained in the Conrad Dobler trade a couple of years ago.
Now St. Louis now is bringing in a new crew. Now that's their passing defensive team. They've got Mays coming in. They bring in an extra linebacker, Calvin Fabrone, so they're expecting the pass, and rightfully so.
Meanwhile, the clock rolls on. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to play in the game. Dallas trailing by 4. They need a touchdown. Danny White to Dorsett at the 50. down to the 48-yard line.
They didn't pick up much there. That St. Louis defense is swarming. Calvin Favreau, number 59, who just came in the game, and there was a great pass rush that time. Greer was in there, and Danny got rid of the ball out to Dorsett. Dorsett was an outlet receiver that time, and Favreau made the play, and it was for little gain.
Listen to this crowd come alive now. This big third down play. 3rd and 13. Crowd exhorting the defense of the Cardinals to hold them. Cowboys have not done well on 3rd down today. They're better than 50% of the year. Lead the league coming into this game. Danny White trying to pick up the first. Another flag is down. The pass incomplete, intended for Tony Hill. We get a holding against Dallas. So it would have been for naught. Anyway.
Well, number 59, Calvin Favreau, again, has the chance for the interception. The ball goes, well, we got Drew Pearson isolated right here, but the ball's over the middle. There's Favreau at the, that's Roy Green. Favreau is over here, and the one that tips the ball, Tony Hill, almost catches it. But there was a holding penalty, and I would think St. Louis would decline it.
Well, they're talking about the options right now. They can move the Cowboys back another 10, but give them another shot at 3rd down, or they can force them into the punting situation, and that's what they've done.
No, you don't want to give them another shot at it.
Penalty is declined. It's 4th down.
So again, the Cowboys have to punt, and now the clock is down to 3:18.
Well, this is what team has to be on the alert for someone like Danny White back there in punt formation. But again, with the timeouts left, that Dallas can hold St. Louis back there. The right move is to punt. But I'm sure there's a lot of guys watching Danny White on that Cardinal defensive line.
After what he did against San Diego last week, they should. Angling it for the near side, Coffin corner, and out of bounds somewhere around the 10 or 15-yard line.
I'd say it's up around 15.
They will line it up at the, looks like the 21.
For 1981, the Toyota Celica Supra gets recharged. Charged with more performance, a new 2.8 fuel-injected engine, an optional performance package, sport suspension, spoilers front and rear. The new 2.8-liter Toyota Celica Supra, recharged. 481.
A Celica never performed like this before. Supra!
You take 1,000 hearts up here with you. Then take them back down to Miller time. Time for the best tasting beer you can find. America's quality beer.
When it's time to relax,
Miller High Life.
one beer stands clear. If you've got time, we've got the beer.
Tonight, a CBS News special report anchored by Dan Rather. This special report will focus on today's developments in which Iran agreed to the release of the hostages if Khomeini's 4 conditions are met. That's tonight. The CBS News special report. Cardinals back in business at their own 21. You think they'll stay on the ground?
I tell you, I would throw a quick screen out to Gray because I tell you, Dallas is going to blitz their linebackers. They've got to stop the run on 1st down. I'd throw it out to Gray and hope for the best.
Wayne Morris into the right side, shoved back. First throw and pass out on the flat here after they lost the other one, and Thurman ran it back. I think it'd be a little risky at this point.
Well, quick screen's not very risky. You can't get that intercepted. It's just that, on that 1st down, that's a big 1st down play. You've got to stop St. Louis on 1st down. You don't want them to get them a 1st down in this series. Then you have to use your timeouts to stop them the next time. So if you can control them here, you got the 2-minute warning. You might not have to use a timeout, so Dallas would have plenty of time to do something with the football.
Morris picked up 2. It is 2nd and 8. Cardinals at their 23. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. Anderson trying to get outside, looking for some place to go, slides across the 25 to the 26-yard line, which will set up a 3rd and 5.
Dallas is doing a much better job not letting Anderson outside. They're stringing it down the line. D.D. Lewis was out there and forced Anderson back inside where that pursuit will stop him.
Tom Landry gathering his forces on the sidelines as the 2-minute warning will come up in all probability very shortly. Of course, the clock is stopped right now. Dallas has used the first of its timeouts to stop it with 2 minutes and 19 seconds.
Well, that's a good move, Frank. There's 2:19 to go. You use that timeout now, and then you'll get the timeout at the 2-minute period. So if you stop them here, you also get the 2-minute period timeout, and you really have 3 timeouts left.
Well, the Cowboys will be down to their last couple of timeouts when we get to the 2-minute warning. Jim Hannafin talking things over with his quarterback, Jim Hart. Hannafin was the offensive line coach of the Cardinals back in the glory years when, for 2 years, they beat the Cowboys out of the division championship in 74-75. You know, looking way back in the series, must have been what, your rookie year, second year, when the Cardinals beat the Cowboys 38-0. Last time the Cowboys were shut out in that Monday night game.
That was in 70, and of course Dallas after that won 5 or 6 in a row. The defense, I think, won 4 games without allowing a touchdown and went on into the playoffs, the Super Bowl that year, and lost to Baltimore in the Super Bowl. But that Cardinal game was probably the bottom during the 70s for Dallas, losing 38-0. After that, it was
upward and onward.
Yeah. What
were you then? Second year? Couldn't have been.
Second year.
Yeah.
There's a big 5 yards. Here's 5 yards that Jim Hannafin would love to beg, borrow, or steal any way he can. It's a tough 5 yards.
3rd and 5.
A lot of strategy here. What do you do? I'd throw the ball.
You always say that. Anderson got 3 of the 5. It'll be 4th and 2.
Well, that's a big defensive play right there. That's an excellent deep play. Looks like Randy Weiss getting off the bottom there. Tony Dickerson's getting off. They have Larry Cole. They had their pass defense in there. They were expecting the pass, and St. Louis tried to pop it through, and Dallas held.
2-minute warning. Dallas will have 2 timeouts left. The Cardinals have all 3 of their timeouts left. As again, the captains head to the sidelines. St. Louis will have a 4th and 2 from their own 29-yard line. No one is left here. Not at all. Capacity crowd of 55,000 on hand. Our executive producer for NFL football, Charles H. Milton III. Bob Rowe, our producer today in St. Louis. And our director, Jim Silman. And a lot of the other fine, what is a deucer? I've never heard of one of those things. A lot of the other fine people who've helped us bring this exciting telecast to you. Been the best game Roger and I have worked this year. Easy.
It really is a good one. I'm nervous.
Yeah, it's 2-minute warning time, and you should be down in the field. That's why you're nervous.
No, any time a game gets to this point, it's exciting. There's a lot of plays that led up to
This is when you loved it, right? This is when you loved it.
Well, as long as we won. We're going to view these 2 minutes.
Well, going into the 2 minutes, you didn't know if you were going to win or not.
Dallas is well schooled in the 2 minutes, as is most teams. Most teams realize that the 2 minutes before the half or at the end of the game can mean the difference, and so you got a different philosophy in the 2-minute period.
Wonder whose side he's on. You see all kinds of strange people. All right, Swider in to do the punting. Let's see what kind of rush the Cowboys put on here if they peel back for
they won't rush
the return here. They're going back for the return. James Jones waiting for this one to come down out of orbit at the 25, 30, upended at the 31-yard line. Guess who?
I'll tell you, that guy is unbelievable. That Randy Love, number 40, ought to get a game ball today. That guy is all over the place.
Randy Love.
I haven't seen a guy stand out on the specialty teams like that in a long time. He's the one who recovered the fumble. He's made 4 or 5 key hits. And those Cardinal players know it, too.
Dallas 69 yards away from winning this football game. You see the time left. The Cowboys have 2 timeouts to work with. Danny White really getting his first test at trying to bring the Cowboys from behind in the 2-minute period.
They're doubling wide receivers, so that leaves Butch Johnson here man-to-man on Carl Ellen. And they're going to screen it.
Preston Pearson out across the 40 to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 15 and a first down.
That's a good play. They're going to have 2 plays. Dallas will call 2 plays in the huddle, get up there, and run the second one.
I should really say this is White's first test in the 2-minute period. He certainly had one in Philadelphia and almost pulled that one out. Good protection for White. Drew Pearson at the Cardinal 40 down to the 33-yard line. First down in 2 plays. And the Cowboys call time with 1:18 to go.
That's not bad. That's Drew's big play. He's deep over the middle. That's one of the favorites. They got the tight end coming across. Drew Pearson's taking a deep. In this case, it's Butch Johnson coming across field, and Drew's coming in behind him. And, of course, they're playing off, and Danny puts the ball right there. Stone makes the tackle.
Time is out. Cowboys have a first down at the Cardinal 33-yard line. Now, keep in mind, they will have just 1 timeout left.
Well,
other scores around the National Football League as you see Tom Landry conferring with Danny White. Second period, Minnesota 2 touchdowns up on the Redskins. Rams are pouring it on in the second quarter. New Orleans going for 0-9. Seattle 2 field goals from Efren Herrera in the second period. Houston leading Denver by 1 as Earl Campbell has just scored on a short plunge. Also in the second period, as is this game. Oakland, one of the surprise teams of the year, leading Miami 16-3. New England pouring it on the Jets also in the second period, 24-0. And Atlanta beat Buffalo. That's a final score to maintain a tie for first place in the NFC West. And Pittsburgh had to rally to beat Green Bay 22-20. Tampa Bay all the way over the Giants 30-13, and Detroit beat San Francisco 17-13. Finally, Baltimore over Kansas City, San Diego over Cincinnati. We're back in business. First down, Cowboys at the Cardinal 33. Shotgun. 1 timeout left. White gets rid of the ball. Great catch. He couldn't hold it. I thought that Pearson came down with it, but he lost the ball as he came down.
I thought it was too high, and Drew got up there, got a hand on, almost made the catch.
That looked like it had interception written all over it.
Well, it was high. It could have been. If Drew hadn't got up there, there was a defender behind Drew. But Danny steps to the side of the rush again, drills it in there. The ball's, Ken Stone back there waiting for it. Drew gets up and almost puts it back in his gut, and not quite.
2nd and 10. Dallas from the Cardinal 33. Tony Hill wide to the left side. Drew Pearson wide to the right. Billy Joe Dupree in the slot off to the right at the bottom of your screen. White.
There it is.
Dropped by James Jones, the rookie, and we get a flag. Incompleted forward pass. Well, there you got a rookie in a situation with less than 2 minutes to go. Penalties against Dallas.
Well, he tried to run before he got the football. But this is it's interesting right here. It's 3rd and 10, of course. Probably take the penalty, get him back there.
Well, it'll be 3rd and 10 if they don't take the penalty.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they give the Cowboys another down. But I guess this close to the goal line, they have to shove them back, and they do.
They're going to give them another down and try to keep them inside the 20 yards at least.
On the offense, still 2nd down.
Tom Rafferty picks up the holding call. Anderson, by the way, rushed for 89 yards this afternoon. So apparently he will not cross that 100-yard mark unless the Cardinals get the ball back. Now it is 2nd down, 20. Cowboys at the Cardinal 43.
They got Carl Allen's man-to-man and Butch Johnson. So it's St. Louis has got a mix-up in their secondary right now.
Let's see if the Cowboys can take advantage of it.
Here they come.
Being rushed. Diving catch made by Pearson at the 28. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if he got out of bounds. I believe he did. Stop the clock with 59 seconds to go.
What a play here by Drew Pearson. It's a good rush by St. Louis, and Danny sees the pressure on his right side. Danny White, which is Bob Pollard. He steps off to the left and throws the ball. It's low. Drew makes a good, excellent catch right there. That ball isn't far off the ground. He gets his hands under it, and he just made a great play right there.
Third down. The Cowboys still need 5 for the first down.
Plus he got out of bounds. They stopped the clock, so there's plenty of time.
They need the first down now. They got to be concerned with that. 3rd and 5 from the 28. White lets it go. Oh! Pearson had one shot at it, almost had 2.
I tell you, that Drew Pearson is, he's too much. That ball was thrown like a rocket over there, and he almost caught it. It would have been a nice catch, and then he still realized what had happened and tried to make a leap for it at the end, because that kind of ball could either be intercepted or caught again.
This could be the ball game right here. 4th down and 5. Cowboys at the Cardinal 28. They have to get at least the first down to keep this drive going. They've got 1 timeout left. They need a touchdown. They trail 24-20.
Well, this is where that pass rush, those guys got to put the pressure. He's got good protection. Tony Hill, touchdown, Tony Hill. What a play by Tony Hill.
And it's the Cowboys' turn to celebrate.
Tony Hill's he's got a man on him right there. Look at Danny White. He just steps, fires it up there, lets it go deep. There's 2 men right back there. It's good defense. Cardinals gave it everything on this play. Those guys are coming in there, but Danny steps to his left a little bit, lets it go to the corner. Tony breaks. He's got a man right behind him, though. It's good defense. It's just again, same type of play that Pat Tilley made. Tony Hill out-jumped him and caught the football.
So now it's 26-24. Extra point try to come. Cardinals will have 45 seconds and all 3 of their timeouts. Kick is good. Dallas by 3 as the Cowboys strike with 45 seconds to go. Last year, you'll recall, Septien won the ball game with a field goal that caromed off the left upright. The year before in St. Louis, the Cowboys went into overtime and won the game. The Cardinals haven't beaten the Cowboys in St. Louis since 1976.
That Cardinal team's walking off the field with their heads down, but they shouldn't have their heads down. They've fought like crazy, and it's the difference in some big plays. They've made some big plays, and of course, that time Tony Hill made the big one for Dallas, and the pass protection was good. Danny got him the ball to the corner. But that Cardinal team shouldn't be having their heads down right now. They're just they're frustrated. They've lost some tough ones this year, and there was no tougher play than that one. 4th and 5, and all the money on the line, and that number 11 right there threw it out, and number 80 made the play.
Well, he took the 2-minute period and gave him some change back, didn't he?
Oh, he did.
Pointing things out to Butch Johnson. Ironic note, Ken Stone, who was victimized on that touchdown pass, he was covering Tony Hill, was playing for the Redskins back in 1975 when Clint Longley hit the long touchdown to Drew Pearson. So Stone has been burned twice late in a game by the Cowboys. Of course, it's still not over. Septien ready to kick off. Clock does not start till someone touches the ball. That's Stone, who picked up the football, carries it back to the 35. That ran 4 seconds off the clock, so we're down to 41 seconds. But again, the Cardinals have all 3 of their timeouts left. If they can get into field goal range, they could still tie this game and send it into sudden death. That just about tells you everything. First and 10. St. Louis with the football at the Cardinal 35-yard line. Theodis Brown is in the backfield. Jim Hart back to throw it. Sideline toss to Doug Marsh, the tight end. Fumbles it, picked up by Mel Gray. It was ruled down at the 40-yard line, so Gray can stop running and bring it back. The officials ruled that Marsh was tackled before he fumbled the football at the 41. Dennis Thurman with a word for Gray, who beat him earlier in the ball game for a touchdown and ran off 11 very important seconds.
Well, there's been some big plays here today. This is a pass to Marsh now. He catches the ball about 10 or 12 yards down the field, and he's hammered right there. And the ball's, that was a bad call by the official. That was a fumble right there.
That was a fumble.
That was definitely a fumble. That was definitely a fumble right there.
Let's take one more look at it, because that's an immense break for the Dallas Cowboys right there.
Well, the official that called it must have been behind Marsh and didn't see it, but someone could have seen the ball popped out of his stomach before he hit the ground. Here it is right here. Aaron Mitchell's over there, number 34, and then he's hit by Steve Wilson. That ball pops out before that right knee hits the ground.
Now, could he have ruled incompleted pass, perhaps? You think that's a possibility?
Well, he didn't. He's given him the
yardage.
Yardage.
Yeah. They're bringing it back to the 41 where he was tackled. So the ruling is that the pass was complete, that he was down at the point where he was hit. And the replay shows you otherwise. Well, you win some and you lose some.
Well, that would have been a circumstance there. Gray picks it up, and he should have been able to pick it up. That was a fumble, and I don't know. The whistle blew, and everybody stopped chasing him, but he would have been down here and a long ways down in Dallas territory.
30 seconds left in the game. Second down, 5. Sideline throw to Theodis Brown at the 45, 50. Theodis Brown down to the 41. The Cardinals aren't through yet. Timeout.
You know, Frank, in the last 2 minutes of a game, though, and I'm not sure of the rule book now, but if a receiver fumbles the football, he has got to pick it up again. Now,
but is that near midfield, or is that inside the 20-yard line?
I think it's in the 2-minute period, so you can't just shovel the ball. But I might be wrong about that. There's a nice play right there, and it's you know, the Cardinals have got 20 seconds to go. They've got a timeout left. If they hit any deep play over the middle, they've got enough time to hit a deep play. They don't have to get the ball out of bounds, because they've got they're within 3 points, of course, of tying the football game.
Now, you're right on that ruling. We just got official word on it. Only the player who has the ball and makes the fumble can pick up that fumble and go. That's a rule that applies only to the last 2 minutes of the game. If anybody else picks up that fumble, it's no go, as it was. So the officials did call it right, and that was predicated originally by the Oakland situation a couple of years ago.
That's exactly right.
Remember Dave Casper picking up that fumble, and the Raiders had kicked it for about 25 yards?
Yeah, that's when they changed the rules, so the officials, again, were one step ahead of us. Well, not always one step.
They don't miss many, I'll tell you that. Ball is at the 40-yard line of the Cowboys. Cardinals have a first and 10, 20 seconds to go. They have one timeout left. So they'll have to be very careful here if they want to save the timeout for a possible field goal try. You'd look for a sideline throw almost assuredly, I would think. Hart is buried by Harvey Martin.
Big play by Harvey.
Harvey Martin comes up with could be the big defensive play of the game.
Well, they had a chance, St. Louis. Harvey's crashing through right there. Hart is ready to throw it. He pulls back, and he sees Harvey, and it's too late.
Clock is moving.
They didn't call timeout, so they still have a timeout left.
They're trying to complete one pass and get in range for a field goal. Pass is incomplete. That stops it with 9 seconds left to play. He hurried that so much, I think he was just trying to stop the clock, because you got to figure with 9 seconds to go, they have 2 downs left, and certainly they can't get more than 2 plays off. So this time, Hart has got to go for enough distance to get within O'Donoghue's field goal range. I'm getting a little limp. This has been exciting. typical Cowboy Cardinal game. Same two teams 2 weeks from now in Dallas. Third down, 18 needed for the first down. The Cardinals are at the 48 of Dallas. Again, the big pass rush. Hart running for his life. Larry Cole in pursuit, and Sexton back at the 43-yard line.
He had everybody on the left side over here going downfield, nobody on the right side, so there was...
Time has run out.
There was no hope scrambling over there, and...
Time has run out, and the Cowboys have beaten the Cardinals once again in another thrilling 27-24. Tough luck for Jim Hannafin.
That's
who's
Jim
had a tough
Hannafin.
year.
The Cardinals have played their guts out today, and Dallas has played hard. It's been a solid defensive game against the run, but the passing game, where the big plays were hit strictly through the passing game. Both defenses pretty well controlled the run all day.
And the Cardinals did an exceptional job on the Cowboys running game. Some big plays again. A big turnover played a part as Dennis Thurman returned the interception for 77 yards. And then, of course, Danny White going for the touchdown instead of the first down on that fourth down play.
Well, they went for it, and they felt, I'm sure they saw something. And Tony Hill, of course, it was good defense. The coverage was there, and Tony Hill, with his size, jumped up, and the ball was into his chest, and he was into the end zone. So it was a big play on Tony Hill and Danny White.
Well, you can't top this one for exciting. There's our final score. The Cowboys over the Cardinals, 27-24. Till next time, Frank Lieber along with Roger Staubach saying so long from St. Louis.